question of the day, we're talking home inspections and what you can do if things go bad after you've already purchased the home.
Consider the following, and some of the results you will hardly believe.
Jamie asks, what are some of the recourses you have after you purchase a home, but shortly after find issues the inspector missed? Thank you for the question of the day, Jamie. We're talking legal recourses. Before I get into this, listen, I'm not a lawyer. Take my advice with a grain of salt, and please consult with your own real estate lawyer. So listen, there is recourse against a home inspector, but it really has to do on a per situation basis. The inspectors are protected as well. When you enter into an inspection, you're gonna sign an inspection agreement, which protects the inspector, from certain legal recourse. So it really has to do with what they are able to see and what they're able to give you their opinion on. You have to remember they need to know a lot. They need to know everything from the footing to the structure of all kinds of different homes and trusses and plumbing systems. You'll get a roofer. Sure, the roofer is an expert on the roofing system, but won't know anything about the HRV unit or the HVAC unit, whereas you'll get an HVAC individual and knows everything about the HRV unit, the furnace, the AC. So home inspectors need to know a lot. Where legal recourse, if you move in and you find something that should have been detected. So either whether it was deliberate or it was just a negligent act upon the home inspector, he just didn't see it and it was something he should have done within his scope of practice. He should have checked here and he didn't. There is some recourse there. But when you move in and you start doing renovations, you start opening walls up, you don't really have any recourse against the inspector. Yes, there is technology that can technically see behind the walls, but a home inspector can't scan every inch of the wall and find out, per se, if there's any old outlets that were just or electrical wires just left behind the wall, just kind of cut off and left there. He wouldn't have time. The inspections would take days and days. So it's really, if you're going to go into renovations and open up walls and things like that, you really don't have any recourse against a home inspector. But if there is a problem, you move in and you realize the entire sheeting on the roof is rotted and full of mold, and the inspector went up to the attic and either he didn't tell you or didn't notice, well, that is either a deliberate act or a negligent act upon them not disclosing that to you or kind of missing it out of their scope of practice. So be careful when you get a home inspection. Make sure it's a qualified person, get references, do your homework, and just please do a lot more work than intended. A lot of people just call the first person and just get them to do it, whoever the first is available. So really do your research. That's it. That's the answer for the question of the day. I appreciate you. Remember, subscribe, please. Send me your questions, Remy Morvan business pages on Facebook or directly, or rmorvan at capitalrealestate.ca. So please remember, stay on top of your market, stay educated, and most importantly, take care.